All right, welcome to Not Network Fantasy Football for Week 11. We got this week's Thursday night game is the Titans versus the Jaguars. It's going to be a really, really good Thursday night game. It actually might be really good based on the fact that they're both terrible, so they play good.
It's Marcus Mariota versus Blake Bortles.
I was trying to remember which one we're going to have to, yeah. Let's say, I still haven't figured out how to turn that off overall.
Ow!
All right, so some of the top ads of this week, Danny Amendola because of the Julian Edelman injury. I guess everyone's believing that he's going to be getting the majority of the passes coming from Brady that aren't going to Gronk. Then we have Michael Floyd and Jeremy Langford. I'm kind of surprised that Langford is still... Man, my line is like after you. So I'm a little surprised that Langford's still on one of the top ads because I can't believe now it's been 2 weeks now and he should have been added 2 weeks ago.
Oh!
Defense!
Yeah, I agree.
So a couple quarterbacks in the top, Osweiler and Tony Romo. Romo's supposed to be back this week, and Brock Osweiler coming in for Peyton Manning, who's got plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, it said he had a torn plantar fascia.
Plantar fascia. Now, it's not an overly comfortable injury.
No, and a very painful injury.
Yeah, each step is messed up. Oh my god. See, I had the guy cutting across the field, and I don't know how to get the ball to him. Because I hit over, and then it throws to that guy. This is probably what the real game's going to look like.
Oh!
Well, except for with Tennessee having all the sacks.
Yeah, I'm getting destroyed here.
And then we had a lot of... Matt Jones is back getting picked up again. We got Carlos Williams is back getting picked up. A bunch of guys that have been picked up and dropped like 9 times.
Oh, Morgan.
That guy hit you before I got to him. Charkandrick West and Jordan Reed I find kind of odd that they're still getting picked up as well. They should already be on somebody's team.
Yeah.
And Andre Ellington getting picked up. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. Did Chris Johnson or somebody get injured?
Oh. Chris Johnson? No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then I don't know why.
They were splitting time a lot. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I don't really see why Ellington would be getting picked up then.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me either.
And,
Oh!
So are you picking up
It's
any
terrible.
or were you looking to pick up any of those guys? Or is there anyone that you would consider picking up? I mean, other than the ones that are pretty obvious, like the Langford and... Oh, my God.
I'll say the Romo one might not seem obvious because he's been off for so many weeks. Who knows what kind of rest he's going to have. But,
oh, well, that will lead into my thing about Des Bryant. But oh, my... What? No! What? And... Wait, you missed the field goal? I didn't even realize.
I will say, though, that the Brock Osweiler should not be added to anybody's team. He is not Peyton Manning, and I think it was obviously true after watching any amount of the game last week.
But he caught a touchdown after the other team quit playing, after Kansas City quit playing. All right, well, hopefully on this next series, when I have the ball, I'll be able to get a pass in. Oh, I went to go hit the other guy. All right, well, I guess we'll start in on some of the notes I have from this last week. So, what's the deal with Big Ben not starting and then having to come in and they had no other quarterbacks?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if he was an emergency third quarterback and had to come in.
No, they had no third quarterback. Like, their third quarterback would have been...
Then he must have just been listed as their emergency quarterback, because most of the time like that, when they're...
There we go. Hey, forward.
Most of the time when they're injured like that, usually they're usually available to play, but they're just as an emergency. So obviously that must be what happened there. I just thought it was funny that he had 3 touchdowns and 300 yards.
Yeah, they said something on or on the Red Zone channel where something about that he was only Ben Roethlisberger was only played in 0.6% of not FanDuel. Well, FanDuel and DraftKings leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, those people got some points.
That
All
was
right,
strange.
there we go. All right, then.
What is happening?
I don't know. I keep switching between like diving and the push, and then I can't really get it to do either. All right, so how about the Dallas? Did you see the end of the Dallas game?
No, I did not.
Okay, so for some reason I don't understand how Castle can be that bad. Like, he started in the league for 5 years. You're telling me he can't take a team that was pretty all right with Romo, like offensively, and move them down the field once to beat Tampa Bay? Whoa, I'll take that one. Go.
That was weird.
That was weird. I don't know who that was going to, but I'll take it.
I don't know how that was picked off, but cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Then at the end of the game, what in the hell? At the end of the game, they throw a bomb to Des Bryant. He, like, gets, like, semi-pushed in the back. I don't really think he got... It didn't seem like he got pushed that hard. But... Go to the guy crossing the field. God damn it. So he got pushed in the back, and instead of attempting to, like, go for the ball and make a play on it, he started complaining about the fact that he got pushed in the back. Oh! So he immediately went to, like, oh, like, I got pushed in the back and was trying to get a flag. Well, he didn't get the flag, and then the ball got intercepted, and that was game.
That's pretty funny, actually. That's why you always play the down through the play.
Well, you know, it's like some 5-foot DB. It's like you could probably, like, muscle it out of him, but he just... It's like, and also, we've seen it before. If you're going to try to really get the flag off of you being pushed, like, super flop, you know, like...
Yeah.
Didn't Calvin, or was it Jimmy Graham had that happen a couple years ago where he pushed a DB and the guy totally, like, flopped on the ground like he just got shot or something. Oh, my God, I thought you were going to that other guy.
Oh, God.
Then we had... Can you believe in the Seattle game the announcers were talking bad on Richard Sherman?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's not dirty in any way.
No, they were actually not just praising him up the whole time. They were, I don't know, they were talking about, like, oh, you should be doing this and that. And I was like, what?
Yeah, they were historically mugging everybody.
Well, that was kind of the thing. If a guy's a good DB, it's usually because he's just not getting called for pass interference. Like, who was it? Darrelle Revis. Like, he used to be hanging all over guys back in his olden days.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, so... Yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm playing this one. Oh! That would have been awesome. Alright. So, how about Washington? Were you expecting that?
No, I was not. I did not think Kirk
Like-
Cousins even remotely had that in him.
Yeah, like, even that they were playing the Saints, terrible defense. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so much that Rob Ryan was rumored to have been fired earlier in the week.
I thought he did, didn't he?
Now, from what I understand is there was a report out that he did get fired, and then it came out later that there was going to be no coaching changes.
That's kind of the opposite of things of what they say.
I know it is. I don't necessarily agree with it because I think he kind of had a
Oh.
I think
Oh my God, I did it.
I think he kind of got on the bad end of just having a bad team altogether on defense. And they bring him in acting like he's this big miracle worker that's going to do stuff with no players, but you know, everybody needs some sort of like guys to be able to perform.
What the? That guy jumped like before the ball was even anywhere near him. That was crap.
That was messed up.
All right. So, okay, then the last one we have, did you see the end of the Baltimore-Jacksonville game?
Is that the one with
Face mask.
the two penalties and the second one wasn't called?
I don't know what the second one was. No. Oh, my God.
Well, that was the one, I believe, where Jacksonville should have, or had a penalty on the untimed down and should not have been able to kick the field goal. I think that's what the big hubbub with the,
No, it was on time because it was a face mask. Apparently, I've got the kicks on, and because
I can't do nothing.
You kicked the ball from midfield, and then you missed, and then I kicked it from basically the opposite of where you were at and got it.
Yep.
No, okay. So what happened was, Jacksonville on 15 seconds left, they threw to Julius Thomas in the middle of the field, and basically time was running out. They didn't have. No, that's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. They didn't have time to spike it or do anything. They had to run the play. Well, they ran the play, and everyone just kind of stood there because Bortles fell down. Well, after Bortles fell down, like, everyone was just kind of standing there like it was over. Oh, I thought you were going to go after the guy that time, so then I was like, I'll just run it. So Bortles fell down, and Doomerville, like, is the only person that kept playing in the play, and he went after him. And then grabbed his face mask. So the face mask ended up putting him... God. Okay, there was a guy above him, the guy that cuts across the field. And I was waiting for the guy to cut across the field. He made the move, and then I threw, and then it threw to the guy that's laying on the ground.
Such is the order of things.
I guess. So yeah, then they were able to kick the field goal because of that. Wow. Okay, just run in front of him. So yeah. All right, let's go to previews.
Previews. Alrighty. So let's talk a little Denver. Let's talk a little Brock Osweiler versus Chicago.
I mean, Chicago's a good team to...
What? So
Chicago's a good team to, I guess, have him play against to see kind of what he's got going on.
Do you think Jay Cutler or Osweiler is going to have a better game?
I think Cutler's feeling that...
especially going against the Denver defense.
Well, that defense hasn't been really doing anything these last couple of weeks. Cutler's been having that after he got injured. He's been having the magic of, hey, I'm in a contract year magic. He's actually playing like he really wants to play. It's amazing.
I know, that's what money will do.
So, yeah, Cutler's been pretty lights out since he came back from that injury.
Oh, man.
I thought about trying to throw to the other guy, but I was like, no.
Alrighty. Let's talk a little Green Bay, Packers, and the Vikings. What's wrong with Aaron Rodgers?
Olivia Munn's pregnant.
Is she?
No. I don't know what happened, but then I was like, I could throw, because that's not who I was trying to throw to at all. But then I was like, I could throw again, and then I'm like, no, I should probably just run.
I don't know if she's pregnant, but those videos that she was posting when she was filming the new X-Men movie are pretty hilarious.
It was wide open! I'm like, throw to that guy, and he threw back to Hasselbeck again. Jesus Christ.
Or Aaron Rodgers, she's sitting there doing her sword technique with the katana, and Aaron Rodgers is in the back with a kendo stick attempting to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Is that, no, that's not Christopher. Is that like Sean Green? I think it is. No.
Alright, so how does Minnesota keep winning?
I don't know. I'm super... I don't think anybody really knew that they were winning until last week.
Like, Teddy Bridgewater has, like, one of the lowest stat lines for, like, passing yards. Are they just winning completely on run game and defense?
I guess. Their defense is still... I mean, they're...
What? That was
Nice.
horrible. That was a horrible pass.
Alright, well, we'll have to make sure that's queued up. Alright, so, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of... I'm not sure what's going on, but they keep pulling it out, and I guess that's what counts. Although, I think I did hear something about that... I did the Madden to you, where I let off the turbo when you went to dive, so you don't in front of me. I'd heard that they've actually had the easiest schedule to now, and now they're actually going to have the hardest, so...
Well, I guess it'll...
I think there's actually a pitch button on this game, but I don't know what it is. Like, you can actually pitch instead of have to throw it.
I mean, this week will be a test for them with Green Bay. I mean, they haven't looked like themselves, but... I will say last week against the Lions were just getting away with... Ooh. The Lions were getting away with murder on defense.
Yeah.
Like, they were holding and interfering all over the place, but the refs would never call it on them.
Yeah. Alright, we got 1 second in the third.
And I suppose that's...
I
thought it was a safety, too. I was like, no!
Alright, so going into the fourth quarter here, we have the fourth quarter free-for-all. This week we're going to talk about a little thing that was the G4 network. For those of you that don't remember, there was a network called G4 that had video games. It was 4 games. Oh my god.
Run!
Where's my turbo?
Pocket Hercules!
Okay, so G4 was an incredible network that first started. There was a Cinematech, which basically they played the trailers of every game, and it was like you'd go to sleep to that like at night and stuff. They played it nonstop all night. I think I actually pushed a quarterback there instead of diving at him. Then there was Portal, which was kind of like a World of...
It's like a World of Warcraft soap opera type thing.
Yes. And now there's a couple other things to it. I know like the Mechina Abridged that Team 4 Star is doing is similar to that kind of thing where you're just taking a game and kind of revoicing it over. And but then...
They had Arena, too.
Ooh, yeah, Arena.
Wasn't that... They were playing Halo, basically?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I saw that guy going and I was even going there. I couldn't do nothing. Then, one day, this network merged with a little network called Tech TV. And they kind of did the Showbiz Chuck E. Cheese pizza, where Showbiz actually bought Chuck E. Cheese, but then the place became Chuck E. Cheese. Tech TV and G4 merged, and basically G4 became Tech TV. Like, basically none of the shows from, or like maybe one show from for the original G4 survived, and it was pretty much just Tech TV. Then
yeah, Cinematech hung on there for a while.
Yeah, but I don't know what their deal was, but they didn't like it. I loved the original G4 stuff, and
yeah, they also had a oh Jesus, what?
Nice.
They also had a really cool show about programmers.
Yeah, and then it brought about X-Play. I remember there was a show which essentially is like most shows now, where it's like a couple of guys would go out random places and start playing video games. Like it was. Oh my god. And then they just played video games or whatever out in the middle of nowhere, and I mean that's pretty much what all YouTube gaming channels are now.
That was a pretty innovative channel, actually. Oh no! Run!
I saved up my turbo, so I still had some. That was awesome. Then yeah. So one of the things that annoyed me most, if you ever watched X-Play, which was their gaming review thing, it was all fine and dandy, except for it always annoyed me, like, obviously the great games would always get 5 out of 5, but, like, they would have a review that would, like, it would rival the angry video game nerd stuff, where he's like, this game is dog shit, and the controls are bad, the sound's garbage, the fucking everything's garbage, and then they'd be, in this game gets a 3 out of 5. It was like every game was a 3 out of 5. Like no matter how bad they ripped it during the review, like there was barely anything that got 2 out of 5.
Now who did that one? Was that?
That was Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's right.
And then they also had. I never really got into watching Attack of the Show, but apparently that's the mainstay that everyone loved. That brought us such Olivia Munns.
That was Olivia Munn and Kevin Pereira.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin Pereira's all right. Olivia Munn, I always thought was just a giant phony.
Apparently, Kevin Pereira's got like a gaming channel now. I think on one of the Joe Rogan Experience podcasts I was listening to, they actually watched him. I did my thing again where I was trying to dive at you, and instead I pushed.
All right, we're gonna try this field goal where I'm horrible at them, so I'm sure I'll miss. Oh, money!
I got 2 seconds. I'm running it back. I don't think you even can run one back on this game.
Yeah, Kevin Pereira also has a podcast called Pointless Pod, but I don't ever listen to it because...
Oh, Alright, well...
I don't know a single person that he's ever interviewed on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that with lots of podcasts from, like, I don't know what that is, so whatever. But yeah, so G4 was great, and then it got canceled and got turned into, what did it get? The GQ network or something like that, or
Yeah, when they canceled it,
or
they had X-Play go on for a while by itself.
on the internet or something. But yeah, and then it became Esquire or something weird like that.
I think it was
don't
GQ
know.
Network.
Yeah, something, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so apparently they were ahead of the ball because now pretty much YouTube is
Yeah.
the G4 network, and yeah, I don't know. It's good times. But anyway, that's our fourth quarter in our week 11 fantasy football podcast, or whatever. Have a good one.
See ya.